And a good afternoon to you from Joplin, Missouri, and Ozark Christian College today on YouTube. It's the first of two ACCA men's basketball semifinals here in this 2020 Men's National Basketball Tournament. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you. It's the 4-seed ULA College of Divinity at 28-1, and the top-seeded champion Christian Tigers at 18-8. Set to do battle for a trip to the championship game. Let's meet the starting lineups first for Michael Miller and the Bears from ULACD from Los Angeles, California, winning in the opening round over Baptist 106-92. Starting today is number 1, KV Myrick's, number 4, Dupree Mitchell, number 10, Kelton Conway, number 21, Troy Bigelow, and number 22, Jerron Wilbut. Starting today for Leonard Epps and the team from Hot Springs, Arkansas, champion Christian, winning in the first round over Barclay, 118-88. Starting today, number 2, Stefan Tellis, number 5, DeAndre Butler, number 15, Cameron Dismuke, number 22, Kentrell Jacobs, and number 35, DeMarcio DeVoyle. So that's your starters, as I mentioned. ULA College of Divinity 106-92 over Baptist in the opening round. 37 for Jerron Wilbut on 10 of 14 shooting and 13 of 15 from the free throw line. Also had 8 rebounds, 20 for KV Myrick's on 8 of 13 with 7 rebounds. For champion, they won 118-88, out shooting Baptist 49% to 43%. 26 for Stefan Tellis on 9 of 14 to go along with 8 rebounds, 4 assists. 24 assists on 42 field goal makes for champion in that opening round victory. And that, folks, is what I call championship basketball. You have more than 20 assists in a game, you're playing championship basketball. ULA possessing first. That shot out of control and no good off of Wilbut, I believe. Attacking is Dismuke, and a foul called on the floor on ULA. Trip to the championship game. That'll take place tomorrow at 5:30 on the line. Loser goes to the third place game tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Tellis, top of the key. That 3 is off the mark by Dismuke. Dismuke in yesterday's game was 3 of 8 from behind the arc, had 15 points overall. Here's Wilbut, the rocket pass. Swung out now to Mitchell for 3. Yes. Dupree Mitchell in yesterday's victory for ULA had 8 points. Did not hit a three-pointer. In transition, that ball is tipped by Jacobs. But ULA doing a nice job defensively here in the early going. Mitchell gets it underneath. Shot no good by Conway, but follows his miss. 5-0 start here in the first minute and change for the team from Compton, California, the Bears of ULA. Finishing third in this tournament last year. Butler swings it out. Here's Jacobs on the wing for champion, the top seed from Hot Springs, Arkansas. How about that step back by Butler? Nasty. 14.6 points per ball game for Butler during the regular season. In transition, DeVoyle had a block on Conway, but got a piece of him. Butler 6 points, 5 assists in the opening round victory yesterday for champion. So both teams with an early team foul. It'll be Mitchell the inbound for ULA. Skies it for Wilbut. Jerron, second leading scorer in the ACCA. Here's Mitchell stepping inside the arc, airballing the basketball. Jacobs, throw ahead to Tellis into the forecourt on the right. Tellis, DeVoyle using his size and spinning it in. DeMarcio DeVoyle, 52%. Now a steal on the inbound. How about Butler getting it to Tellis, and just like that, champion with 6 straight. Myrick surveys the trapping press. Extra pass goes to Bigelow, who scores. Tellis into the forecourt. Tellis on the far side of your screen to the cutter Butler. DeAndre Butler, 8th in assists per ball game, looking to pick up a dime here. Dismuke misses the shot, though. Bigelow collects the rebound. Troy Bigelow, 3rd in rebounding, 3rd in scoring in the ACCA. Going quickly, it's Bigelow from Wilbutt. Back-to-back buckets for ULA, and a 9-6 game here in the first 3 minutes. Look out, nice defense there. Myrick's with the pick, and then a frustration foul on Butler. It'll be the 2nd on Champion. Early subs for Leonard Epps in his first season at Champion, bringing in Jamali Norwood. So Norwood checks into the game. Braylon Hawkins, who started yesterday, also out there for the first time. Wilbutt swings it to Myrex. Myrex driving, floats it up short. Good box out by Hawkins. Here comes Champion. Dismuke attacking. Rocket pass to Hawkins, who scores. This is a Champion team that played Arkansas Pine Bluff, a Division I school, and lost by just 8 points. They are stout. Melcott in the corner. Conway gets it to Wilbutt, directs traffic. Wilbutt goes behind the back. Ball deflected, 2 defenders. Myrex. Now that on 1 foot bucket is good by Bigelow again. So Bigelow with a good start to his afternoon. Bigelow's got 6 of the 11 right now for ULA. Another sub, Arian Williams, freshman from Dallas, coming in for Champion. 5 of 9 shooting for the Bears, 4 of 7 at the start for Champion. Champion spreading it around. Tellis, Butler, DeVoyle, and Hawkins all with 2 apiece. Tellis in the corner. Hawkins looking to post up. Ball thrown away. Good defense by the Bears. Wilbutt up top. Wilbutt into the lane. The extra pass, and the shot is no good that time for Bigelow. Rare miss at the start for him. But Champion turns it right back over. So the Bears will get it back, leading by 3. 15:53 to go, just underway, and another foul on the floor on Champion. It'll be their 3rd. Conway to inbound it. So Johan Melcott, the French player coming into the game, wearing number 3. Here's Myrex, catch and shoot 3 off the back iron. Board by Champions Williams. Williams will bring it up. Norwood. Deep look at a 3 for Jacobs, goes in and out. Wilbutt had the rebound, lost it. Then Conway came up. Myrex attacks. Myrex scores. 5-point lead for ULA. Norwood flies into the forecourt for Champion. And he stepped out of bounds. So Champion a little out of sorts. 15-16 left to go. That's now 5 turnovers for the Tigers. Wilbutt for 3. Put-back attempt is no good by Bigelow, but he was hacked. So Troy Bigelow is going to go to the free throw line, where he shoots 62%. 4 team fouls already on Champion. Bigelow yesterday, perfect 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe. ULA, the Bears, ended on a 9-game winning streak. Just 1 loss on the year, 28-1. Lost to Occidental College, 74-70. They say no free throws there. He wasn't in the act of shooting. And Melcott unable to get it to go. So here comes Champion. Williams over to Jacobs on the wing, had it poked away. Great defensive start for the Bears. Myrex ahead, and blowing the layup was Conway. Big miss there, Norwood. Tellis. Hawkins now. Swings it out. Open look for Jacobs. Can't get the three to go. Offensive rebound by Hawkins, and he's fouled. It'll be the second team foul. First on Myrick's. So Norwood will inbound it. Ball deflected and taken away. Great defense by Wilbut. Alley-oop is off the mark, intended for Bigelow. Bigelow trying to poke it away from Jacobs. Jacobs into the forecourt double team. Got to get some help. He does from Williams, and Williams traveled with the basketball. Yeah, Champions playing a little out of sorts right now. They're not quite in rhythm and playing a little nervous. And if you're ULA, you want to pounce on this opportunity. This is two good offensive teams. ULA 92.9 points per ball game. Champion 91.5 per ball game. Tullis is out. Williams coming back in. Dismuke also back out there for Champion. Rebound on the miss by Hawkins. Here come the Tigers. Attacking is Williams. Strong move to the bucket. 13-10. Myrick's into the forecourt for the Bears. Myrick's to Conway, corner three off the back of the rim. Skying for that rebound. Myrick's throws it up off the back of the rim. 4-5 Champion players around the rim. Got to come up with the ball. They almost turned it over. Dismuke goes behind the back. The hop step too strong. Ball deflected and the rebound controlled by ULA. It's Bigelow with another board. Spinning, driving, cutting, and scoring is Wilbut. Bigelow found him and a chance for a three-point opportunity. That's 5 team fouls already on Champion with 13:25 left to go here in this opening half. Just 2 so far for ULA. Geron, second in the ACCA, 83% from the field. So I thought they were going to count the bucket. I keep forgetting there's no continuation ever in college basketball. So 2 shots here. No good on the first one by Wilbut. 1 out of 2. So the correct score is 14-10. Into the forecourt, it's Norwood. Bounce pass goes to Hawkins, and Hawkins is held. This is the crew that yesterday, let's just say it was a tightly called game. So be advised of that. Hawkins on the reverse, flips it up and in. Once you get to the semifinals, you got to let the guys decide it on the court, though. And Wilbut, here's Bigelow for 3. They're playing a 1-2 game right now. Offensive rebound bounces out to Myrick's. Bigelow now. He drives. The hop step in reverse, too strong. Tip for the rebound. Champion's got 4 guys underneath, and Hawkins finally wrestles it away. Norwood into the forecourt. Williams on the near side of your screen. Dismuke takes it baseline, rises, and count it. The Champion has tied it at 14. Dismuke will go to the line, try to complete an old school 3-point play. Seven of 13 shooting for Champion. 8 turnovers, though. 6 of 21 for ULA. They've cooled off. Dismuke completes the 3-point play. Timeout by Michael Miller. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back real quick. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. 15-14. It's Champion with its first lead. 12:31 left to go in this first of two men's semifinals. Wilbutt taking it baseline. Swinging it out, Myrick's rocket pass intercepted by Williams. Williams 5-on-3, takes it himself and scores. That is a big man move right there. Arion Williams, 50% shooter, 7.7 per game on the season. Attacking hard there. Myrick's hop step, extra pass goes to Melcott. Out to Bigelow for three. Can't get it to go. And like I said before the timeout, ULA has cooled off. Going to get a foul called on the Bears. They're at 27% shooting right now. Myrick's picking up the foul. It's his second. DeVoyle checking back in for Champion as Hawkins goes to the bench. Norwood across the timeline into the forecourt. Day 3, semifinal action. Winner to the championship game tomorrow. And that'll be at 5:30 Central Time. Norwood, near side, it's Dismuke. Dismuke had trouble with it, deflected by Wilbutt. DeVoyle has it, but traveled with the basketball. So the Bears are going to get it back. Six of 22 for ULA, 6 points for Bigelow on 3 of 9 shooting. He's got 3 rebounds already. 57% shooting for Champion, but I mentioned those 9 turnovers now. Myrick's gets it back on the near side. Shot clock at 11. Rises just inside the free throw line, and Dismuke cleans up the miss. Dismuke goes for Williams, who never really had a great handle on the basketball there, losing it out of bounds. That's 10 turnovers now for Champion. It's a team that averages 15 a game. So that's the big stat right now. ULA not hitting shots. Champion flopping with the basketball. Back into the game, and attacking is Conway, and Conway will go to the line. 6-team foul on Champion, 5 on ULA, with 10:45 left to go here in this opening half. ULA just 1 of 7 from behind the arc. Good on that free throw. Chance to make it a 1-point game. Champion 0 of 5, but 8 of 14 overall. DeVoyle picking up his second foul, so he goes right back out, coming back in as Hawkins after a short breather. Both free throws are good. DeAndre Butler, who started the game, freshman from Beebe, Arkansas, back out there. Last men's semifinal will be tonight. It's Ozark and Arlington. That'll be at approximately 7:30 Central Time, if you want to check in on that. Dismuke, guarded by Wilbutt. Dismuke with 10 on the shot clock. And had it stripped out of bounds. Last touched by the Bears, though. So 8 to shoot for the Tigers. And it'll be Butler who will inbound it. In the corner, Dismuke, the rainbow shot. Can't get it to go. So the teams combined are 1 of 13 from behind the arc. Using the baseline was Melcott, leaving it for Wilbutt. He'll make that nearly every time. Nearing the midway point, 1-point ball game. 18-17 underneath over 2 defenders. Hawkins can't get it to go and then loses it out of bounds. Dupree Mitchell checking back in for ULA. Melcott will go to the bench. Stephon Tellis returning for Champion. Williams sits down for Leonard Epps' team. 9 exhibition games against scholarship programs. They played against D1's Lamar, Abilene Christian, Arkansas Pine Bluff. I mentioned that one. It was just an 8-point loss for Champion. That bounce pass goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by Champion. Conway thought he had a turnover. Instead, it'll stay with the Bears. Mitchell will inbound left of the hoop. Myrick's, that was deflected. And they say last touch by ULA. So just past the midway point in this opening half, nip and tuck, low scoring affair. ULA doing a nice job forcing turnovers, and Tigers forcing a lot of misses from ULA on the other end. Butler, yeah, extended the elbow. They're going to call that every time. Butler picking up his second. So Champion is out shooting ULA 50% to 29%. But 11 turnovers already for the Tigers. Norwood comes back in as Butler goes back to the bench. Mitchell into the forecourt. Rocket pass to Bigelow, yes. Troy Bigelow's got 8, 4 of 10 from the field. Tellis over to Dismuke. Dismuke stripped by Wilbutt. Good defense there. Wilbutt gets it back now. He's going to set up the offense here. Myrick's on the wing. Duran goes to Conway. Bigelow. Wilbutt fakes the deep three, gets it out. Myrick's, he'll fake the three into the lane. Floater off the back rim. Hawkins, Tellis, and now Norwood with the pass to Hawkins. Swings it out to Jacobs for three. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Hawkins, yes, in the foul. Chance to tie it up at 20 apiece. Hawkins now with 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. He's got on his way to a double-double already. He's got 7 rebounds to go with his 6 points. Hawkins on the season, 66% free throw shooter. Xavier Leggington, the sophomore, checking in for Champion. This is a deep Tigers team, and they will use their guys. Leonard Epps doing a nice job recruiting, bringing in a whole bunch of freshmen. So we are tied at 20 apiece. Myrick's on the wing. Bigelow hangs in the lane. No, tried to tip it back up and in. Couldn't do it. Jacobs collects for Champion. Norwood into the forecourt. Leggington. Hawkins. Defense went for the steal, and Hawkins gives Champion the lead. Two ties. 5 different lead changes here this afternoon. Wilbutt, lazy with the dribble, turns it over. Norwood about to turn it right back. It's saved by Leggington. A scrum breaks out. Tellis short on the layup, and then an offensive foul called on Champion. There was nothing pretty about the last 15 seconds of basketball right there. The Bears come out with the basketball, though. That's 8 team fouls, by the way, on Champion. Both teams are in the 1-and-1, so ULA will shoot a 1-and-1. It'll be KV Myrick's. Myrick's yesterday was 4 of 7 from the charity stripe, which is about his season average. Front end and 1-and-1 off the mark. Tip for the rebound, diving for it, coming out is Hawkins. Norwood into the forecourt for Champion. Leggington. Now Norwood over to Leggington. Hawkins swings it out. Here's Jacobs. Fakes the three. The runner off the back iron. Leggington able to keep the tip alive, and Jacobs will clean it up. 24-20. It's a 4-point lead now for Champion. Underneath, Conway answers back. Inside 7 minutes to go here in the opening half, 24-22. Leggington throws it away. Bad pass. 2 defenders on the interior. Wilbut throws it ahead, and he throws a bad pass. That's stolen away by Jacobs. Tellis rises for three, grazes the rim, that's all. The put back in the lane is good. I believe it was Leggington, and we have a timeout. 6:38 left to go in this opening half. It's Champion by 4 here in the first of two men's semifinals. ULA basketball, Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. It's Champion, the top seed, leading four-seeded ULA by a 26-22 lead. Into the forecourt, the Bears. This is Mitchell, Conway, Myrick's. That pass is deflected. Good defense there by Tellis. Still plenty of time for the Bears. Leading scorer in the ball game. 9 points for Hawkins for Champion Christian. 8 for Bigelow. Both of those guys well on their way to double-doubles. Hawkins has 9 and 8 already here in this first half. Catch and shoot by Conway with the shot clock winding down. Couldn't bank it. Jacobs the board. Here come the Tigers. Tellis into the forecourt to Norwood. Jacobs up top. Williams. Jacobs will fire another three. Offensive rebound by Gwynn, who's come on. Derek Gwynn on for the first time for Champion. Here's Williams for three. Yes! Champion with its biggest lead, 29-22. Outshooting ULA 52% to 30%. That's the first three-pointer, though. Champion was 1 of 10. Mitchell. Yes, big bucket there. Dupree Mitchell. He's got 6. 5:14 remaining here until halftime. Williams on the far side of your screen. Tellis, he was bumped. Both teams are in the 1-1. So Tellis will go to the line. First free throws of the afternoon for Stefan, 71% free throw shooter. Good defender for Leonard Upps' team. Tied for 7th in overall steals on this season with 34. And money on that first free throw. Good on them both. Lead out to 6 again for Champion. Inside 5 minutes to play here in this opening half, this men's semifinal. Buzz around this game was Wilbut buries another 3. So ULA starting to string shots together. Williams to Gwynn. Gwynn hesitates, blocked by Wilbut. Jerron Wilbut from Chi-Town. 2nd in scoring, 4th in shooting, 11th in three-point shooting, 2nd in free throw shooting. ULA forcing another turnover. Mitchell into the forecourt on the near side. Myrick's into the lane, the reverse, got the friendly bounce. This is an 8-2 run now for ULA. Gwynn on the near side. Bounce pass to Tellis. Champion trying to find some offense. Tellis, the runner in the lane, yes. Stephon Tellis, 45% shooter, averaging over 13 points per game. Inside 4 to go, 3-point ball game. But the buzz around this game was a lot of people thinking this is the winner of this one has a strong chance tomorrow to win the whole thing. Here's Dupree Mitchell for 3 with the shot clock winding down. Good defensive sequence there for Champion. Jacobs the rebound. Jacobs from way downtown. That shot is not falling. Norwood saves it, though. Extra possession. Jacobs the extra bounce pass. Nicely done to Tellis. .312 remaining. Wilbutt. Mitchell. Myrick's top of the key, back to Mitchell. Surveying against the zone. The 3 in the corner is off the mark. That was Bigelow. Here comes Champion inside 3 to play. Leading by 5. Biggest lead for Champion was at 7 just a few minutes ago. Tellis will rise with the hand in his face. Goes halfway down. Comes back out. Here comes Myrick's and the Bears. Myrick's Mitchell now, and he'll set up the offense. Jerron Wilbutt scoops it to Bigelow for 3. Oh, he got tripped up by Norwood. A bad foul there, and that's going to send Troy Bigelow, 62% free throw shooter, to the line for 3. It's also team foul number 9 on Champion, so double bonus the rest of the way for ULA. Champion still in the 1-1. Bigelow leading his team with 8 points on 4 of 13 shooting. Boy, Champion up to 14 turnovers in this game. Bigelow rims in the second one. So we crown college basketball's first national champion tomorrow evening. That'll be at 5:30. Of course, the ladies' game will be first. I believe we're first this year. Everybody's starting kind of late. The USCAA, after the, I think they start this weekend, but they don't crown anybody until next week. Of course, the NCCAA will be here in Joplin next week. The NAIA is later. Division III, I think, just got underway as well. Home run ball, Bigelow. That is a big man jam right there. We are even at 35. Champion looking to go quickly. Dismuke back out there. Williams, Gwynn. Back out to Williams, fakes the 3. Both teams playing a lot of zone tonight. Norwood long on that 3 ball. Wilbutt, home run ball. KV's got to chase it down. He does. Norwood stays with him. So KV will wait for his teammates. Wilbutt wearing that number 23. He's throwing those home run balls like LeBron James. Nice shot by Bigelow and a nice find by Wilbutt. So ULA has come from 7 back to take a 2-point lead. They've done a nice job so far in this tournament. He closed the first half strong yesterday, trying to do the same thing here today. Williams attacks, got it to go. Another big man move from him. Even Steven at 37. Wilbutt on the left. Mitchell to Myrick's. Inside 1 minute to play. Bigelow can't get the 3 to go. Fighting for the rebound, and Jacobs will wrestle it away. We're going to get a foul called on Melcott. So free throws to come at the other end. Kentrell Jacobs, 74%, good free throw shooter on the season. Putting Champion back up. Jacobs just 1 of 8 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line now. ULA into the forecourt, about a 13-14 second difference between game and shot clock. KV Myrick's can't get it to go. Tip up also no good underneath, and now Champion can hold, as you might hear Leonard Epps saying 1 shot. So they'll run some clock here with Norwood at the point guard spot. Clock down to 10, and how about that bucket? Dismuke. 2 seconds to work with. Wilbutt in and out. And Champion closes the half with 5 straight points, taking a 41-37 lead into the locker room. You're watching the 2020 ACCA men's basketball semifinals from Joplin, Missouri. We'll be back with first half stats, second half play-by-play in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. Start of the second half here in our first of two men's semifinals. It's the 1-seed champion leading the 4-seed ULA 41-37. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Let's check the first half numbers. Champion out shooting ULA 50% to 34%, but the Tigers with 14 turnovers in that opening frame, helping ULA stick around. ULA 14 of 41, 34%, and champion 17 of 34. Leading scorers in the game, Bigelow has 15 and 6 already for ULA. 6 points for Mitchell, Conway, and Wilbutt, 4 for Myrick's. That's the scoring for ULA here in that first half. Leading scorers for champion, Williams and Hawkins, both with 9 apiece. Hawkins also has 8 rebounds, 8 points for Tellis, 6 for Dismuke, and a couple others with 3 and 2 respectively. Off the turnover, Myrick's going on the run out, getting the easy layup. So turnovers continuing to add up for champion as we're underway here in the second half. 2-point ball game. So it's shooting for ULA, it's taking care of the basketball for champion. Which one of those things, or possibly both, get sorted out here in this second half? That'll tell you the tale of what we're going to expect here in the final, now 19-21. Melcott got the start, picked up his second foul, so he goes to the bench. Looks like Thompson is out there for ULA, Joshua Thompson, another Chicago product. DeVoyle swings it out, catch and shoot three. Butler, around the world, no. And the rebound, oh yeah, just out over that line, the Bears. Shout out to everybody who's watching on the YouTube chat, by the way, and I've had some problems earlier this week. It's good, clean fun y'all are having there, and I appreciate that. Tellis goes to the hoop. He is fouled, and Tellis will go to the line. His first of two semifinals. Next up, it's the 2-seed Arlington and the 6-seed Ozark. And that'll be tonight at approximately 7:30. I'm going to guess 8. Fingers crossed we get that lucky. Some other games going on at Crowder College. We haven't received any official updates on those games yet. Tellis extending the lead out to 3. 2 quick team fouls on ULA here in the second half. Bigelow, Myrick's takes a dribble, fires the triple off the back iron, and over the back call on Bigelow. So that's 3 now on the Bears. Jacobson to the forecourt. Tellis. Butler. Good first half for Hawkins. He has the ball now for champion. Shot clock is down to 8. Jacobs will hoist. He has not been shy about the three-pointers, and they have not been falling with any consistency so far today. Attacking and scoring is Bigelow. Troy Bigelow having a big day for ULA. 15 points. Correction, make it 17 points. Butler fakes the 3 to the bucket. Yes, and the foul. DeAndre Butler, 77% free throw shooter, will go to the line, try to complete an old school three-point play, and the Bears are racking up the fouls now. 4 in the first 2 minutes. Second foul on Thompson. Thompson will come out of the game. And it'll be Conway who will come in. Butler completes the old school three-point play, 45-41. Myrick's from Wilbutt. Here's the cutter, Wilbutt in the lane, drawing contact, and Geron will get 2 free throws. Wilbutt today 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, one of the better free throw shooters during the regular season in the ACCA at 83%. ULA has been held under 80 points just 4 times this year. Now, they do have a 3-1 record when their offense isn't cooking with its usual gas in the fire, but worthy of note here. You expect scoring to be down a little bit come tournament time, which it has been here today, but Wilbutt chance to now cut the deficit down to 2. He does. 45-43. Champion Christian, the 1 seed, 18-8. Big 118-88 win against Barclay in the opening round. Tellis goes right around 2 defenders, can't get the finger roll. Mitchell the rebound. College of Divinity from Los Angeles taking care of Baptist 106-92. Conway buries a 3, put the Bears up by 1. Conway 9 points now. Jacobs over to Dismuke. Dismuke goes behind the back. Had it poked away. Wilbutt gets there, saves it, but to the wrong team. Jacobs now with numbers. Nice pass to Dismuke. And Champion goes back up by 1. 9 lead changes, 4 ties here in this first semifinal. It's been a good one. Bigelow misses the 3. Gwynn coming in, pulls down the rebound for Champion. Butler flying into the lane, throws it up off the back iron. Gwynn tried to volleyball it in, and Mitchell with a nice box out for ULA. This is Wilbutt from way downtown, around the world, no. Dismuke pulls down the rebound. ULA 4 for 17 from 3, and Champion 2 of 17. The 3-point shots have not fallen here tonight. Oh boy, miscommunication there. And another bad turnover. 16 turnovers for Champion today. We still have 16-17 to go. Oh boy, Tellis might have gotten hurt on that play. He's kind of walking off gingerly. Underneath, Bigelow can't get it to go. Ball tipped out, rebound controlled by Williams. Williams flies in, too strong off the glass. Myrick's the rebound. Myrick splits the defense but turns it over. Butler now attacking and scoring. It's been close. At times, I wouldn't say it's been pretty, though. 49-46. Jerron Wilbutt, top of the key. Myrick's on the right. Here's Mitchell. Myrick's fakes the 3, drives in, got it in the foul. So a chance for KV Myrick's to tie the game up at 49 apiece. Looks like Butler's going to come out. And Derek Gwynn comes into the game. KV Myrick's up to 8 points. Missed his first free throw earlier today. But gets that one to go, and we are tied at 49. Nothing decided yet with 15:29 remaining in the ball game. The games have really tightened up as we have gone on. Boy, Leggington comes in, makes a oopsie-daisy there. Attacking Myrick's. Yes, and the foul again, KV. Another opportunity for a 3-point play. So KV from Gary, Indiana, 15.5 points per ball game. His scoring average, he's got 11 now, chance for 12. Got it. So ULA leads by 3. set the 5 on the floor for Champion. Leggington, Gwynn, Norwood, also Williams and Jacobs. That's the 5 for Leonard Epps' team. Into the forecourt, Norwood on the near side. Norwood attacking, and he draws a foul. College of Divinity picked up 4 team fouls in the first 2 minutes of the second half. That's their first in a while, though. They're up to 5, though. So free throws, as has been the story of this tournament, will help decide this game. 3 fouls on Champion at the 15:06 mark. Leggington, now Norwood will set up the offense. Inside 15 to play here in the semifinals. Shot clock down to 7. Williams looking to draw a foul, no whistle. Wilbutt throws full court to Myrick's. Myrick's got it to go. KV Myrick's has 8 points in a row now for ULA, 54-49. Jacobs top of the key. Norwood gets direction. Williams double teamed, and he's fouled on the floor. That's 16 fouls now on ULA. So next one sends Champion into the bonus. 14:25 remaining. Shot clock at 20. Jacobs will inbound now for the Tigers from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Norwood, defender went for the steal. Got it to Jacobs. Boy, Norwood was wide open because his defender was still in the backcourt, but passed the ball instead. Shot clock at 8. Now his pocket's picked. Myrick's another steal. KV blocked but fouled. Gwynn doesn't think so. That'll be the 4th on Champion, and how about this run for KV Myrick's? He's got the last 8 for ULA. Up to 14 points. Biglow and Myrick's have 31 of the team's 54 points. KV today, 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe. So KV Myrick's on a personal 9-0 run. Going to bring some size in. Champion bringing DeMarcio DeVoyle back out there. So that is 10 straight for KV Myrick's, 56-49. And we have another whistle. Conway has a protest. 17 foul now. Norwood will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Seventeen fouls for ULA, 4 for Champion. And the front end goes in and out. Myrick's into the forecourt. 2-3 zone. Conway open look, buries the 3, and this one's starting to get away. ULA has 13 straight points. It's a 10-point ball game. Surprised no timeout for Champion here. DeVoyle off the glass, no. DeVoyle gets it, and he's fouled by Biglow. So DeMarcio DeVoyle is at the line, 62% free throw shooter during the season. DeVoyle, first free throw attempts today, just 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting for DeMarcio. Got the first one to go. That ends 13 straight points for ULA. That one is an air ball, so ULA will get it back. Leading by 9, 59-50. Is that a lane violation? I've seen more lane violations. Michael Miller can't believe it. Ball don't lie. 59-50. ULA with the lead. Mitchell on the near side. Bears trying to go up double figures again. Wilbutt directs traffic. Conway. Wilbutt. Mitchell screaming for it on the other end of the floor. Conway instead attacks, and good defensive possession there for Champion. Trying to get out on the run. Williams now will wait for his teammates. Butler. Williams now attacks. Here's Jacobs, the mid-range jumper, short. Guess who? Butler follows the shot, got it to go. 7-point ball game, 4 straight for Champion. Butler's got 9 points now, 4 players with 9 points for Champion. KV Myrick's on the near side, guarded by Williams. Bigelow now, shot clock down to 7. Swings it out, Mitchell for 3, in and out. And the rebound controlled by Jacobs. Butler throws ahead. Dismuke attacking, scoring. 6-0 run by Champion after it was 13 straight from ULA. Now a 6-0 run cuts the deficit to 5 with 11:50 left to go. Away from the ball, we're going to get a foul called. Jacobs is going to be the guilty party. So that's 5 team fouls on Champion. Oh, correction, I was wrong. It was DeVoyle called for the foul. I didn't see it. Bigelow had the hot hand in the first half. KV Myrick's taking over most of the scoring in the second. He's got the basketball now on the right side. Wilbutt with 7 on the shot clock. Cross court to Mitchell. Shot clock at 4 now. Double team comes. DeVoyle takes it away, and Champion with another good defensive possession in the middle of a 6-0 run. Champion, Butler into the forecourt. Butler drawing the foul. Can't get it to go, but he will shoot 2. Champion 46% shooting, 40% for ULA. Here in the second half, ULA 58%, and Champion down to 36% after they shot 50 in the first half. Butler at the line. Made his lone free throw attempt today. Now he's 1 for 2. That's 9 team fouls on ULA too, by the way, so double bonus for Champion over the final 11-16 of this one. And we're going to get a timeout. ULA wants to talk about it. We'll step aside. 11-16 left to play in the ball game. A tight one and a good finish shaping up. Don't go too far. We'll be back. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. We have 11:16 left to go here in the ball game. Champion has one more free throw for DeAndre Butler here. Champion 6-0 run after ULA scored 13 in a row. So Butler missed them both. And here come the Bears. Bears trying to snap this run. Melcott has come back into the game. Bigelow spinning, coming up short, tip for the rebound, and it's controlled by Butler. Into the forecourt. Butler swings to Jacobs. Williams for three. Grazes the rim, follows his miss. Jacobs fakes the three, drives in, fell down, no call. 4-on-1 now for the Bears. Mitchell, extra pass to Wilbutt, who got the steal, and now the field goal. Ends a 6-0 champion run and puts ULA back up by 7. Tip for the ball, and Bigelow with another steal. How many steals is that now for ULA? They have 9 in the game. Champion with 19 turnovers, I believe now. Wilbutt. Oh, Melcott called for the offensive foul. So Melcott turning it over. I thought the defender was on top of him, but it goes back to Champion. Champion 13.8 offensive rebounds per game on the season. They are plus 17 on the glass today, 42-25. Good rebounding team under Leonard Epps in his first year. DeVoyle can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Melcott. Myrick's into the forecourt. How about the second half for KV Myrick's? He had a 10-0 run of his own. Now Bigelow gets back into the groove. 9-point lead, ULA. Catch and shoot three. Jacobs bounced it up and bounced it in. Big bucket there for Champion. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Winner goes to the championship game at 5:30 tomorrow. And the loser goes to the third place game at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Myrick's surveys. Shot clock at 11. Myrick's hoist it from the corner, can't get it to go. Dismuke throws to Williams for 3. Well, I don't like that quick shot in that situation there for Champion. Getting ready to make some subs are the Tigers. Wilbutt takes it right at the lane, buries the jumper. And a timeout called by ULA. 8:25 left to go. It's the Bears leading by 8. We will step aside. 8:25 left to go, and ULA looking good here in this second half, leading by 8. They've led by as many as 10, and Champion with some work to do. They have the basketball. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. The top seed up against it right now. Norwood driving, nice extra pass, the back door to Dismuke. Champion got to string some stops together on this end of the floor as ULA has shot the ball well here in this second half after a cold start to the game. Driving is Bigelow, spins in and out, offensive rebound by Bigelow. Turnaround bank shot is good. Norwood into the forecourt. And Wilbutt is going to be called for the foul. Double bonus for Champion over the final 7:41. Braylon Hawkins, 66% free throw shooter. Nails the first one. Leading scorers in the ball game. Troy Bigelow, 9 of 23. He's got 21 points and 9 rebounds. 58% second half shooting for ULA. They're out to a 6-point lead now. 10 of 16 shooting from the charity stripe for Champion. 12 of 14 for ULA. Myrick's driving left of the lane and taking the charge, Williams. Ball will go back to Champion. Boy, that's 4 on Myrick, so he has to go to the bench. Coming back in is Conway. Big loss there, though, for ULA as Myrick has played outstanding here in this second half. Foul starting to rack up. It's a short bench for ULA, at least in the regular rotation. Norwood takes it to the far side. Up top, he's cut off. Gets it out to Dismuke on the wing. Hawkins on the block. Looking to post on Conway. Swings it out Norwood. Shot clock at 7. Williams with 4 on the shot clock. Norwood's going to have to hoist something, and they do not get it off. And, well, actually, Norwood called for traveling first. $19 turnovers for Champion in this game. And if they're unable to come back, that would be the biggest reason. (17-8). Points off turnovers. Three-pointer is good. It's a 9-point game. The Bears are 6:36 away from the semifinal game. We'll see if Champion has a run in them when we come back. .36 remaining. Not sure if I had it right before the timeout. So 20-8, the points off turnovers, plus 12 for the Bears. And there's your difference in the ball game, folks. Champion down by 9. Still plenty of time, though. Tigers got to get it going. Tellis is back out there. Jacobs, also Hawkins, Butler, and Dismuke. Tellis surveys, gets it to Butler, top of the key. Butler turns on the Jets. Mitchell stays with them, but a foul called on Dupree Mitchell. Mitchell is out there with Wilbutt, also Melcott, Bigelow, and Conway. Myrick's had to go to the bench with 4 personal fouls. Butler 2 out of 4 from the charity stripe so far today. Make it 3 out of 5. Butler in double figures now. He has 11. 6:10 to go. Driving and scoring is Bigelow. Right back to 9 for ULA. No defense that time for Champion. Dismuke attacks. Can't get the finger roll. Ball tipped. Who wants it? Hawkins takes it away. Hawkins drives, and an offensive foul called on Hawkins, who took a wicked fall. He's okay, though. .551 remaining. 15 minutes after this game is complete. We go back to the women's bracket. It'll be Arlington and Ozark, the host school, in our final women's semifinal. The men's semifinal tonight, Ozark and Arlington. Approximate start at 8 o'clock for that one. Coming up empty the Bears, here is Tellis. Dismuke for 3, yes. 6-point game, timeout by Champion. We will step aside. Chris Sheeman back here with you. We got 5:29 to work with. It's a 6-point ball game. Trapping press for Champion. And a double dribble as Wilbutt commits the turnover. So Dismuke will inbound it. Champion in the double bonus. ULA in the 1-and-1. Butler hoists, too strong on the 3. That ball batted and Mitchell saved it, but to the wrong team. Now ball deflected out and last touch by the Bears. So herky-jerky sequence there, but it stays with Champion. 17 on the shot clock. Hawkins will inbound it right near his bench. Leonard Epps directing traffic for his team. Shot clock is down to 5. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of it or not. Tellis is. He hoists with 1 and hits it. What a shot, Stephon Tellis. And the lead for ULA is 3. Mitchell lost it out of bounds. The press working back-to-back turnovers for ULA. And here comes Champion now. Mitchell will come out of the game. Myrick's coming back in. Good ball handler for Michael Miller's team. Oh, that's a backcourt violation. Oh, Butler with a huge mental mistake. Had his foot right on that line. So back-to-back turnovers. Melcott will inbound. Myrick's the ball handler in the backcourt. Wilbutt. KV driving on the baseline. The reverse. Oh, my goodness. That was pretty. KV Myrick's 56% shooter during the regular season. And he's up to 18 points. Butler answers right back for Champion, 74-71. The home run ball is going to sail out of bounds, and this trap is working for the Tigers. 3 turnovers and 4 possessions for ULA. 4:14 to go. Champion, Tellis on the wing. Passes deflected by Bigelow, tried to save it, but couldn't. 21-12 the turnovers. Champion with 21 in the game. The officials are going to talk about something here. Might be related to the clock. 4:04 on the game clock, and the shot clock is at 19. So it was a shot clock issue. Jacobs will inbound it. Inside 4 minutes to go here in semifinal number 1 on the men's side of this 2020 ACCA men's basketball tournament. Underneath Dismuke, got it to go with 7 on the shot clock, and it's a 1-point ball game. Inbound goes to Jerron Wilbutt. Wilbutt scoops to Conway into the forecourt that time. Now Myrick's with it for the Bears. Myrick's driving, bounce pass out to Wilbutt. Off the back iron, good box out and board by Hawkins. Champion looking to come back now and take its first lead in quite a while. Stepping into a 3, Tellis, yes! Stefan Tellis with 2 big 3-point buckets. 15 points for Tellis, 2-point ball game. Foul going to be called there on Dismuke, who got the worst of it. Bigelow will go to the line for a 1-and-1, chance to tie with 3:02 remaining. Troy Bigelow is a 62% free throw shooter from North Hollywood. Bigelow, game's leading scorer, 23 points on 10 of 24. He's got 9 rebounds as well. A couple of assists. Good on that front end, so he can tie the ball game up now here. Wait a minute. There's a lane violation. I'm telling you, these officials have lasers in their eyes pinpointing these lane violations. So negate the free throw. Been 1,000 lane violations in this. If I'm a coach, I'm telling guys, look, a foot off of there, at least. Dismuke, 1-point lead for the top seed Tigers. Jacobs top of the key. Tellis has had the hot hand. Tellis directing traffic now. He'll back it out. Shot clock down to 10. Tellis looking to do work. Pull up again. That time he's off the mark. Well, in a game like this, that's one heat check, and you don't want to have any more of those. Wilbutt attacking. Wilbutt fading away and scoring off the glass. Timeout. ULA. 2:26 left to go. 1-point ball game. We'll be right back. 2:26 remaining. It's Champion basketball. 77-76 ULA. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Exciting finish in store. Butler back into the game. Butler, Dismuke, and Tellis in the backcourt. It's Jacobs and Hawkins up front for Champion. Dismuke will back it out now. Going to drive on Melcott. And Dismuke out of control. That was a bad possession for Dismuke. Got to move the basketball. Defender staying with you. Got to recognize this is closing minutes here. Who wants this? Into the forecourt, attacking. Oh, Myrick's, what a beautiful dime. Bucket by the game's leading scorer, Bigelow, 3-point game. Butler over two defenders, couldn't get it to go. One-on-one play on the other end. Bigelow can't get the roll. Numbers now for Champion. Bigelow trying to sprint back. Pull up by Jacobs. I don't know what Champion's doing offensively here in this closing couple of minutes, but these last three possessions, not what you want. Trap in the corner. This is what you want on defense, though, and ULA is going to call for time. So minute 22 to go. We will step aside once again. So 1:22 left to go. 3-point ball game. Champion will get the basketball back. Their last three offensive possessions have been all one-on-one. Correction, it's still ULA basketball, 21 on the shot clock. And a bucket here for the Bears. Puts them in a good spot. Bigelow has been the game's leading scorer, 26 points. Myrick's with 18. Shot clock is at 12 right now. Myrick's shot clock at 7. KV driving, throws it up, too strong. Rebound control by Hawkins. Good defensive stop for the Tigers there. Tellis driving. Tellis throws it up, can't get it to go. Wilbutt, the rebound, and Champion forcing right now. Now they come up with a steal. What a pass. Butler, no foul. Look at the contact and no whistle. Butler can't get it to go. Helter-skelter. It was last touched by Champion. Wait a minute. What's the call here? It's ULA basketball with 44 seconds left to go. $18 assists today for ULA. 11 for Champion. So they get together, and it is ULA basketball. Wilbutt, yes. Correction, Bigelow from Wilbutt. Wilbutt got the assist, 5-point game. Butler out to Hawkins for 3. Off the mark, and ULA is free throws away from going to the championship game. First couple of years, they had to settle for the third-place game, and now the Bears control their destiny here with 31.9 seconds. And it's going to be the man of the game, Troy Bigelow, going to the line for a 1-1, 8th team foul on Champion. Bigelow today, perfect 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. He leads all scorers with 28 points. Good on that first one. Second free throw will make it a 3-possession game now. Hawkins is going to come out. Dismuke comes back in for Champion. So the top seed is on the ropes. And this free throw won't necessarily seal it, but will make it real difficult for the Tigers. It's good. 7-point game. Timeout. We will step aside. 31.9 seconds. Champion will have to play perfect basketball. Hey, we've seen crazier things before in this tournament. Don't go away. ULA is in control here. 31.9 seconds left to go, and it'll be Champion with the basketball. Tellis has hit a couple of big threes. He'll inbound it for the Tigers. ULA getting up on the ball here. Here comes Butler now for the Tigers. Got to go quickly. Jacobs out to Williams. Williams deep three. And the rebound controlled by ULA. So it's looking like the 4 seed is going to knock off number 1 and head to the championship game tomorrow at 5:30. How about the performance today for Troy Bigelow? 30 points. Jerron Wilbutt rims in that free throw. ULA, third-year program. Third-year member of the ACCA. 1 out of 2, 8-point game. Got to go and jack if you're Champion. Dismuke fires it short, and Bigelow the rebound. That should do it. ULA will go to the championship game winning here in our first semifinal, 84-76. So the Bears are in the final tomorrow at 5:30. They'll play the winner of our nightcap between the 6-seed Ozark and the 2-seed Arlington. Congratulations to the Bears. Meanwhile, for Champion, they go to the third-place game. That will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we'll have both of those games, obviously, for you here on YouTube. So we go now to the women's bracket, our second semifinal on the ladies' side. It's the 4-seed Ozark and the top seed Arlington, set to tip off in about 15 minutes. Folks, we'll step aside and bring you that game here in just a little bit. Once again, your final score, ULA 84, Champion 76. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back in about 15. Take